Hi, my name is BC Hoffman.
Hi, I'm Lolita Lopansary.
And today on Recipe Wars, we're doing donuts!
Okay, BC.
So food maker number 8, food maker 8, food maker 8, you suggested donuts. This is for you. Are you a cop? Anyway, so I'm doing Giada de Laurenta's donuts, although they're really not donuts, they're more like donut holes. They've got a great coffee glaze on top of them. Yeah, I mean, it's a traditional recipe. She follows it almost to a T. Lots of butter.
Like yours is more like a beignet, if anything.
Yeah.
Or a fritter, or I don't know.
Well, the fritter was the donut, a fried piece of cake. Yeah, so, yours is
I'm doing Paula Deen, and it's a cake type of donut, and it's going to be made with sweet potatoes. So
y'all get some sweet potato in there.
Topped with some nuts on top.
Now, I'm curious, was this before or after the diabetes? Because I don't see any butter. It's shocking.
You're right, you're right. It's probably somewhere in between.
Yeah, she's like, I don't feel good, but wait.
So let's get started.
Let's do it. So I'm taking a whole stick of butter, boom, and I'm gonna just put it into a saute pan on medium heat and get that a-going, y'all.
So I'm gonna take my dry ingredients, which is 3½ cups of all-purpose flour, a cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder.
Baking powder?
And ½ teaspoon of baking soda. Salt. And some cinnamon, because it goes really well with sweet potatoes, like Paula Deen said.
So I've got the butter going. I'm gonna actually throw in, I've got a 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm gonna throw in here. Get that all mixed together.
Give it a little go around, as Giada would say in the kitchen.
And then next I'm gonna mix my wet ingredients. I got 2 eggs. And some sour cream. Give it a nice tang. Bloop, 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 bloop.
I like your sour cream noises.
And 1 cup of sweet potatoes, which for us, we just wrapped it in some foil and roasted it until it was soft. And then
get that peel out of there.
Took out the
She's
peels.
acting like there's no peel in there.
But
I
apparently,
see some peel.
I failed at that.
Failure.
Or you can boil them.
While she's working on getting peels out, I'm gonna add ½ cup of water in here.
And
Just a pinch of salt. Yeah.
Always a fight with you.
And flour. Did you get your peels out?
I got my
Are
peels
you keeping
out.
them in
Thank
for
you.
later? You're like, I got a treasure in my donut. Now I'm going to use a wooden spoon to mix my flour in there. Just kind of incorporate the liquids with the flour. Get it going. You can actually turn off the heat for this at this point, but you are also going to be cooking off the raw flour flavor that you have going, so you're gonna cook it up again after you've turned off the heat.
So I mixed all my wet ingredients together, and I'm just gonna slowly incorporate my flour.
So I'm putting the heat back on. I'm gonna literally just, I've got everything incorporated very nicely, and you're just gonna let this go for about 15 seconds just to get that raw flour taste out of your actual dough. You're gonna stir constantly, otherwise it will burn, and you don't want burned dough. Boom, we're ready, good. Now this is gonna go into the mixer, so get that right in there. Drop it in. So, now you're gonna add your eggs. You're gonna do 1 at a time. We have 4 eggs, however, you're only using 1 yolk. So 3 whole eggs, 1 yolk. You're gonna put them in here with the dough. You're gonna put it on for 4 to 5 minutes at a slow pace, and let's get it going. So I've got that going slow. We're gonna put in our yolk. Yoko Ono goes in, and then we've got the rest of them. Yoko Ono? You can totally break them into a separate container just so that way if you have any actual shell go in, or peel, you can take it out without actually getting it into your dough. The last thing you want in a donut is something crunchy. So I just finished chilling my dough. I just added lemon zest, and I'm just gonna start this up for about 30 seconds, get it nicely incorporated, and then I'm on to my glaze. What are you up to, lady?
I am putting some flour on my board. I just kneaded my dough until it all incorporated. It's gonna be sticky.
Sticky icky.
Sticky icky.
Ooh-wee.
And you don't want to knead it too much, so you're not like you're making pasta dough. Just pat it down. I actually ate some of the dough raw. It was pretty delicious.
Yeah, I did too. It was really good.
So
But
I'm gonna.
if Paula Deen can't make good donuts, we were saying, then something's wrong with the world.
I know. So I'm gonna roll it about a ½ inch thick.
Just so you guys know, we do have our oil going. It's starting to get hot. You want your temperature to be 375. It does take about 15 minutes to get the oil up to that level, give or take 2. So my dough is good. I'm just gonna set this off to the side. I'm gonna start working on my glaze in the meantime. So for the glaze, I've got right here 2 cups of powdered sugar, and then I've got 2 teaspoons of espresso powder. I've got coffee liqueur, anyone will do, however Kahlua is suggested. And then we also have some 1/4 cup of cream and just a little water if the glaze is too thick and you want to thin it down slightly. So basically you're just going to incorporate everything together, mix it up, and you're ready to go. So let's get it cracking.
So I am now punching out my donuts. It's really exciting. I was excited. And I'm using an actual donut cutter. You can use a biscuit cutter and then find some other circular tool to get.
Okay, so I'm working my glaze right now. Pretty much incorporated everything together, and now I'm just sifting my powdered sugar to ensure that it's nice and fine. So when I mix that in to my glaze, it'll just be a perfect glaze. The only reason why I think you would actually do it on the heat is if you have really cheap espresso crystals and they're really big, then you need to break them down. But otherwise, yeah, there's really no reason. Just get better quality. Come on, guys, come on.
So I just took the rest of my excess dough and reshaped it together and punched out some more, and I'm gonna save these little guys and fry them off because I don't wanna waste any donut holes.
Yeah. So you guys know the whole reason why the donuts even came to be with a hole in it is because they were made as fritters, and the insides basically were raw and the outsides were the only parts cooked, so they got rid of the hole. Yeah. So it worked better that way.
Donut holes to eat too.
Holding donuts!
So my glaze is gonna be a maple glaze, and I have milk, powdered sugar, and maple extract, which I believe you can just use regular maple syrup, but maple extract will work too, I guess.
Yes. My glaze is done, my dough is done, and
just waiting on the oil.
My oil is only at 300.
So I finished my glaze.
Let me try that glaze.
Got it nice. There you go. I actually didn't sift my powdered sugar, and you don't really need to. It's so fine anyways, and you just gotta whisk it well enough until it's incorporated. I think our oil is ready. Is yours ready?
Bing, bing. That means yes.
All right.
Alrighty. Sweet. So we're just dropping these bad boys in. Use a ice cream scoop. It's real easy, especially one that you can just kind of scoop out right away and drop. So I can just drop it like this. Drop it like it's hot, or going in something hot. Go America! Yeah, donuts. That's what we do.
So mine, I'm just gonna fry them on one side for about 2 minutes and then flip it over so the other side is cooked.
Yeah, I don't have to do that. Mine's ball. Just rolls with the punches. This will take about 5 minutes to cook it. But this is a smaller ball, so it might take, 5 minutes to cook it. And then basically, as soon as it starts to float up, okay, I might have lied. You might have to flip it. But as Paula Deen says, make sure you flip early, because if it's darker, and it'll be harder to flip, and it'll just want to stay to the one side that it's been cooking on the longest. So be aware of that. Now, once these are done, make sure that you have a pan that's set down, whether it has paper towel lining or glazing pan, whichever one, just so that way the fat or oil in this case will actually drain out, and it'll be a nice way to cool off. No! Nuts. Oh! They're looking good, lady. They're definitely looking more along the lines of, yeah, like you said, beignets.
Whoa.
Watch out. Don't drop these from up high, because then something like that will happen and you'll have splatter action. Splatter. You know what these look like? These look like conch fritters a little bit. I wish I was in the Keys right now eating conch fritters. Oh, I wish I was in the Keys eating conch fritters.
So I'm pulling out my donuts, evenly cooked on each side.
Oh. Drop.
And I'm just gonna finish the rest.
I'm pulling out my nuts. Yes. Yes, the Simpsons raised me.
It's too bad you couldn't find a donut shirt.
Oh!
Surprised.
Oh, well, Krispy Kreme, why don't you have t-shirts in the store, huh? I went to Crenshaw. They didn't have them in the store. They said go online. What's up with that, Krispy Kreme? Okay, I'm taking my donuts out, and I am going to let them sit, let them cool, and then when they're cool enough to handle, you're gonna take them, dip them in the glaze, put them on the glazing sheet, and then eat them. Okay, so we just pulled our donuts, and in my case, my beignet-looking things, out of the frying oil, and we are ready to glaze. So we're gonna throw these onto, well, in my case, I'm just dipping it in. Now you can get however.
Dunking 'em in.
Dunkin'
Dunkin' the donut.
Dunkin' Donut. Hey, that's how they came up with the name.
So I'm gonna wait for my donuts to cool a little bit, so I'm gonna use the ones I took out first. Otherwise the glaze is just gonna...
Finish that sentence. Finish that sentence. She got lost in the glaze.
I was so mesmerized by the glaze.
She loves the glaze.
So I'm literally dunking my donut and then dropping them into the nuts.
Mmm, nuts and glaze.
And there we go. I need my burnt donut holes.
Hey.
Going in the trash. Thanks a lot, Deen.
No! Wait, that one has to be, oh! So, you know what? Our donuts are glazed. I think we need to taste these bad boys out. 2 shot now. And let's do it.
Let's try mine.
Let's try yours. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's Paula Deen, it's nuts, it's glaze. I know you're excited for that. And sweet potato. I'm excited for that.
You can put whatever you want on there. I was gonna put maybe bacon, but
Oh. Oh.
there's nothing better than a fresh donut. It's pretty good. I like the texture that the nuts give. It's good. It's nice and sweet from the sweet potato. I like it.
I like it. It's good. It's doughy. Very, very, very doughy. It's a heavy donut. How about some coffee glaze? Just do it. Eat the whole thing. Yeah.
A little bit raw in the middle. I don't want to eat it. I'll just eat it.
I don't want to eat the whole thing. Okay.
You meant to do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yours tastes much lighter, I think, because of the lemon.
The lemon zest definitely added a lot to it. It's funny, you used sour cream, I used butter, so I think that also might have helped with it.
one do you like better?
Man. Well, it's kind of tough. I
like my texture
like
better.
your donut better.
But
I
your
like my
flavor is
glaze better.
How about we take my donut and put it in your glaze? I feel like yours, like they got kind of soggy. And then once you dipped it into the glaze, it didn't stick on.
I'm going with Paula Deen's because
Woohoo.
they're great. Paula Deen, definitely the winner. Giada, yeah, I like Paula Deen's. I like Paula Deen's with Giada's glaze, but we're doing donuts, not glazes, so Paula Deen is the winner. That being said, my name is BC Hoffman.
And I'm Lolita Lopansary.
Please subscribe to our channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and now subscribe to our channel and our email. That's right. You guys keep watching, we'll keep cooking, and keep eating donuts.